Hello and welcome to the Hero Spouse. I am Kendra Ruth, popping in for a impromptu Facebook Live. So thank you so much to everybody. I know that many of you aren't going to be there live right now watching this, but you'll be watching this perhaps later on. And thank you so much for the well wishes. Elijah is doing well. He is home. Obviously, we're home from the hospital. We came home yesterday, and early in the morning or mid-morning, we weren't even sure he would come home. But as soon as he learned that he could get up, he started taking a few steps, and then he walked himself out of the hospital and has been running all around the house since. You can barely tell anything happens to him, although we're being very careful and managing his pain. So thank you so much. He's just being a terror now. So he's back to normal. I am wanting to answer as many questions as I can. It won't be a lot since I'm just going live quickly. There's a lot of noise upstairs because everybody's running around, but it's been such a time. And this is my launch week for my webinar. And usually I use this where I can let you know, and I wasn't getting that opportunity. So I'm going to try to rush through things, but let's do some of our normal announcements. I am going live in 3 places. I'm going live on Facebook in a group that is private and in a group that is in a Facebook page that's public. So I will post to let you know which one you're on. And I'm also going live on YouTube. So I'm going to go into each Facebook page really quickly. I hope I can be quick since I'm so afraid they'll interrupt me. They've interrupted me a few times and I've had to leave. So let me refresh my screen and post there. And then I am also going to post the link to my free webinar, which we are filling up for that webinar now. The first one, I am giving it 4 times. The first time is this coming Tuesday at 10 o'clock Pacific time. But you can check the link that will be in the comments for all of the times. So the first comment is on here is which group you were in. And the next one will be the page. So hold on a second. I grab that. Blah, blah, blah. There it is. Okay, now in the public group, since I already have copied and I have it saved in my, I'm going to copy the first thing that is going to come up in the public group will be the page for the webinar. So this is a detachment webinar, overcoming your barriers to detachment. And it is meant to help you learn what that is, what you can do. And then I talk about my online course as part of it. And just so you know, with summer coming, the kids are going to be home. This is the last time I'm going to be offering the course for a while. I'm making some changes and some new plans with it. So usually I would offer it again in the summer, but I'm going to be backing off. I'm not going to have it during the summer, and I'm probably going to be changing Facebook Live. I will probably go to once a month on Facebook Live and instead collect questions and do the single answer videos as I can. So I'm not dedicating a whole hour to being here. Plus, I'm also doing that because I'm going to try and change some things and make some new offerings. I'm not sure how much to say because I don't know what's going on or how I'm doing it, but my goal is I'm trying to start a membership. And when I start a membership, that will be a paid membership, I will probably want to run the Facebook Lives, most of them in there, and a few like once a month offering there. I'm not sure of everything I'm going to be doing. So don't quote me on anything. I'm still in the early phases, but the summertime is one of the times I'm going to be using, not just because I have 5 kids at home, but I'm also going to be using that time to work on building that and what I'm doing with it, building all of the email systems, building all of just the platform itself. So some hopefully changes coming because my goal is to start that once Elijah is in kindergarten, so all the kids will be in school. Chuck has 3 weeks of vacation once scheduled right at the start of kindergarten. So as soon as that vacation is done, it should be late September, early October when I'm hoping to launch. So changes coming. Let's see what I have posted the link. Now I'm going to post in the private group that you are in the private group. And then we'll get to a few questions. So hold on a moment. There it is. And if anybody is there, let me know you're out there, because I'm probably talking to just people who are stopping by since this isn't planned. So the first question is from Frank, and Frank submitted this about a little over a week ago. He submitted it when I went live last time, but maybe 2 minutes before I went live, so I hadn't gotten it. So I really want to get, oh, good, you're here. I really want to answer your question. Oh, awesome. Hi, guys. Okay, so Frank's date bomb drop was March of 2020. Date of marriage is 2001. He has a clinging boomerang and a high energy replayer. And Frank, you've had a fun one, haven't you? Oh, wow. I've got a couple of you. Awesomeness. So Frank says, I guess my MLCer is in limbo. However, she's confused and has doubts like never before. Today, a week and a half ago, but today I got this text from her. Oh, Frank, actually, I wanted to talk to you yesterday. Can we do that tomorrow? Still feeling so much love, but at the same time, having so many doubts. Thursday, I'm meeting with someone who has been in a similar situation. Should I let go or should I hold on? What is wise? What would they say in your Facebook group about this phase? So what would all of us say to her? What's going on? So she's asking questions about her own crisis, which doesn't surprise me in this situation. To go short, desperately seeking for answers. I think the alienator is feeding her doubts massively. This seems to happen more when she's been with him. That makes sense, yeah, when she's been with him. My question, lately she wants to spend time with me doing fun stuff, and I'm reluctant. Am I giving into cake eating, or do I miss out on reconnecting possibilities when I pass? Or is passing a good idea to make her realize I'm moving on? That wouldn't feel natural to me, by the way. So first thing, let's let everybody know that this has been an alienator that really has high narcissistic tendencies, a lot of control, and we're concerned that there could have even been some DV, just some domestic violence going on and things like that. So he is big into gaslighting, big into controlling, big into manipulation, a lot of emotional blackmail toward his MLCer. And the question that I want to ask then is, how does she feel regarding reassurance? Does she feel reassured that you are there, that she doesn't have to worry about it? And you're in 2 years. When I started doing it with the mind that this is what I was doing, I guess, knowing, okay, I have to cut him off so much now and go and no contact, it was 3 years. And it was actually at this point where you're at that he came home for a full year. It was March 20th of the bomb drop, and he came home January, and he was home for an entire year, maybe a year and 3 weeks or so. So what you want to look at is, how reassured does she feel? So I'm going to go gather I have a 2-page or series or article, two articles, part 1, part 2, on reassurance. And so I'm going to look for that right now and see if I can get that. Not that. That is not the one. Okay. Usually I look for it in a different way. That is better. But you want to make sure that she is reassured. How do you know you have established reassurance? And the first part is establishing reassurance. The second part is, how do you know you've established? So I'm going to give you the link to part 1 of this. Okay, so here it comes. And I'll put it in the other Facebook page as well. So look through that article, both parts of that, to see where you're at on that. One of the ways, and I know you've heard me say this multiple times, is that I knew he was reassured was when he said, oh, well, I could leave you anytime and just come back. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave me or her, the other, one of you in the morning, and I'll just come back, change my mind morning and night, morning and night. Now, I knew he wouldn't have had the guts to actually do that. But just the fact that he's even verbalized that. But it was an indicator that, okay, he thinks that he can do anything and get away with it with me. And that's going to end. He is so reassured that I won't leave him. Now he has to be scared that I will leave him. I know the power is mine, because clearly he doesn't want me to leave him. And that's when it was. And honestly, with your wife, I'm almost afraid that I'm going to tell you, yes, keep doing this, and it will backfire, because she has been in such a weakened state. or a vulnerable state and a victim state with this alienator. But I want you to maintain that detachment, maintain that the reason you're doing this is if you choose to go the no contact, or when it comes time and she has enough reassurance, it's you give her a reason that makes it very clear that this has an exit. We are going no contact until, and for Chuck, that was until you choose to be an appropriate spouse. I hate that phrasing. It sounds so clinical. But for us, we know what I'm talking about, and then we can rephrase it how best suits your situation, or what would sound like something you would say. Should you? Now, remember, when I was exactly at your place, he moved back in. So, and I always feel that it's more closer to the 2.5, more like a 3-year mark that the reassurance is full, but she could be there. This has been such an issue with you or a case of an extreme clinging boomerang with her coming back to you, her being very needy for you, that I don't want her to be pushed over the edge one way or the other. But I really want you to measure what you feel she is regarding reassurance. You don't want her, if she's not reassured enough, she could be so scared that she says, he's given up on me and I'm just going to stay away. And she really does it. Or she is so reassured that you'll do it, you'll be there forever. She's not worried about that, and she'll keep trying to come back. She will try to break the no contact. So go through that article and see if it helps. Okay, I hear a lot of screaming upstairs, so let me see what more I can do. Number 2, I have 13 here, but I've only printed a few of them out because we're not getting that many done. We're not even getting most of what I would do done. So this next one, number 2, is an anonymous female left behind spouse. Bomb drop was October of 2021. Date of marriage is 1996. She says he is a vanisher and she's not yet familiar with the energy terms. So she says he left in November of 2021. He's blocked me from all contact and he has an alienator. I think they've been seeing each other for quite some time. I caught her at his camper in February. And this is now April. This is April 16th now. So February 1st, she caught him. He said hurtful things to me, like I haven't been your husband for a long time, and I was going to leave you a long time ago, but waited for the kids to get out of school. He served me with divorce papers 2 weeks ago. He used bogus grounds because he has none. I had to counter with adultery. Is there any hope left for us? I love and want my family back together, and I pray for him daily. First thing, there's hope in every situation. So when I tell you there's hope, I'm thinking that's Chuck. I am reading your situation just in general. So hold on, let me go see what's going on. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll do it. Okay. Okay, well, Frank, we got you done. So, and I will get to the rest of them as soon as I can. It'll probably be putting individuals out. I don't know if I can do something like this again, since next week is really busy week due to me having the webinars. Okay, sorry for the rest, but at least I got yours done. And the one I just started, we've read it, but we'll just start over with it. Okay, so a little bit. I love all of you guys, and thanks so much for everything. Bye.